Good morning, dear students. This is your geography teacher. Now take out your geography textbook and open page number 50. So, dear children, as you know that yesterday we have seen about the political and administrative divisions. Okay, so for the smoothing of the all function. Okay, for you can say to run all the political and administrative functions smoothly, we did some divisions, okay, of our country. So for this division, what we do, we just did we have just divided the all country into 29 states. Okay, first of all, we divided our country into the 29 states because, as you know, that we have a very vast country having lots of people, having the large population, huge population, all is having a different caste, religion, different kinds of their living habitats also. So according to that, we have to just categorized them into the two main basic divisions, that is firstly the political division and then the administrative division. Okay, so for first of all the political divisions, that means first of all we just India is marked as a diversity of physical features such as mountain, plateaus, plains, coast, okay, and island. Okay, so for the political purpose, what we select Delhi as our national capital. Okay, and the state have been formed mainly on the basis of the languages. Okay, as you know that our country, our city Nagpur is the second capital of India. Okay, and Delhi is the first capital, that is the national capital of India. So this is the political view of the nation. Okay, now the physical division. When we heard the word physical division, so what comes in our mind firstly? Yes, our all the landform and all the oceans, okay, present inside our earth crust. Okay, so first of all, as you know that India is marked by the diversity of physical features. Diversity means differences, okay, in their physical features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, coast, and islands standing as a sentinels. Okay, in the north are the lofty snow-capped Himalayas. That is, Himalayas means abode of snow, that is covered with snow. And the Himalayan mountains are divided into three main parallel ranges. That is, the northernmost is the Great Himalaya or Himadri. Okay, and the world's highest peak we have that are located in this range also. And the middle Himalaya or Himachal lies in the south of the Himadri. So we have a very huge, a physical division of our mountainous areas. And many popular hill stations are situated here. Find out the names of 5 hill stations which is situated in the Great Himalaya. Okay, the Shivalik is the southernmost range. Okay, it is the very much economical important range of our country. Okay, Shivalik range. The northern Indian plains lie to the south of the Himalayas, and they are generally level and flat. Okay, and these are formed by the alluvial deposit laid down by the rivers. Okay, the Indus. Okay, that means the Indus river. As you know that when any river flows, okay, it flows with all the deposit. Okay, and she just takes all the deposit all over the area, and he just deposit in one place. Okay, so what that Indus river deposit, she deposit the alluvial deposits. Okay, alluvial deposits, that is it is kind of the metallic deposit. Okay, and that is the reason for high concentration of population in this plain. Because of that, you can say, because of that deposit, the land is very much fertile over there. Okay, and as you know that if the land is very much fertile, so the cultivation is also high there. Okay, so if the cultivation is high, so it is obviously that the population of that region is also high. Okay, so in the western, now let's talk about the western part of India. So the western part of India lies the great Indian desert. Okay, that we have the Sahara desert, and it is very much dry and hot and sandy stretch of land, and it has very little vegetation because of low amount of rain and very dry and hot climatic conditions. Okay, there we have very much little amount of vegetation there. So to the south of northern plain lies in peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau means covered, the three of their side are covered with the ocean, okay, or water bodies, and it is triangular in shape. The peninsula means it is the triangular in shape, and three of their sides are covered with the water bodies. Okay, the relief is highly uneven. Okay, and this is the region with numerous hill ranges, valleys. Okay, Aravalli Hills, one of the oldest range of the world. Okay, Aravalli Hills, and border it on the northwest side. Now the Vindhyas and the Satpuras are the important ranges, and the river Narmada and Tapi flows through these ranges. Okay, and these are the west flowing rivers that drain into the Arabian Sea. That means they are directly connected to the Arabian Sea. They are coming from the west side. Okay, and the western Ghats of or Sahyadris border the plateau is the west, and the eastern Ghats provide eastern boundary. The plateau means it is not like the mountains. Okay, it is lower than the mountains, and the eastern Ghats are broken and uneven, and the plateau is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. That's why the large amount of mining processes are very much active over there. Okay, because of the because that place is very much rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. Okay, so to the west of the western Ghats and the east of the eastern Ghats lie in the coastal plains. Coastal plains mean oceanic area. Okay, and you can say the western. Okay, see here the alluvial deposits. What is meant by alluvial deposit? These are very fine soil brought by the river and deposit in the river basin. Okay, fine soil means very much sand like structure. Okay, it has a very small particles in it. They are known as the alluvial deposits. So that is in the river basin. That is why the land over there is very much fertile. Now tributary means a river or a stream which contributes in its water to main river by discharging it into main river from either side. Okay, so this is the tributary. So do you know the Ganga and Brahmaputra form the world's largest delta, the Sundarban Delta. Okay, the delta is triangular in shape. It is an area of landform at the mouth of the river where rivers enter the sea. That point is called the mouth of the river. Okay, that means you can, in Hindi you can say the Ugam. Okay, Ugam Sthan. So this is the mouth of the river. So dear children, this is it for today's video. If you have any problem regarding to this video, you can ask me. Till then, it's goodbye from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.